Now, one thing I can say about the series that truly redeems it out of everything else, despite its repetitivity, especially in episode 3, for God's sakes, it's the relationship between Rachel and Zach. Something about that relationship is just you don't see so often in anime whatsoever. And this being based on an RPG, I can see that because most RPG Maker games usually have that great connection of characters, like they're well written out, fleshed out characters, and that clearly shows here. Other than that, there's not really much to work on besides mystery and the characters themselves. So without further ado, let's get into the review of Angels of Death, episode 4. Seems like Zach and Rachel have made themselves a new floor with a new floor master. Her name is Kathy. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of Kathy. And why? What did Kathy do for me not care much about her? For her to see her as a very poor character, even though she just showed up. You see, it's good to have a characteristic with a character. So you have to find some. Kathy is like a warden of a prison, and she's a sadistic kind of person. She's a sadist, which I've seen all kinds of sadist anime characters all the time. However, they have a distinct personality about them that defines them. Kathy has none of these things. She's all so far we know is that she likes to really just look down on her inmates, and she likes to just see people in pain. She likes to judge them. She believes that criminals have no right to choose anything, which I guess in some state of laws that is true. But there's some things between a thin line of inhumane and humane, and clearly Kathy doesn't see that. So all she is a sadist woman. She laughs crazy. Even her laugh that much isn't all that. In fact, most of the people who laugh in this show it doesn't feel scary or creepy. It just feels awkward, you know? Because the laughs sometimes feel cracked, or they just feel not much into them. And her laugh is no different. Zach's laugh is kind of awkward and weird, but I like it about it. It's not creepy, but it's awkward, but I like his laugh. Everyone else's laugh, not so much. So in this boring thing, we get to see some characteristics between Zach and Rachel. And that was the main thing that really shined in this episode, really, and besides the main mystery, but I'll get into that later on in the video. Zach is a complete idiot. Zach, you look cool, you're interesting, but you are dumb, and you are dumb as a doornail, man. How dumb you are. He's cool, he acts intimidating, but my gosh, this guy, he can't read apparently, so he never really went to school, so he can't read his own name or let alone spell it. Plus, he falls for traps so easily. He lets his temper get the better of him. He doesn't listen to people, especially when he was trying to break through the bars, and Rachel's like, "You can't break these bars. They're iron. They're steel. You can't break through them." And he wouldn't listen to her, even though he was angry. She's like, "I just told you you can't break through them." So he's hard of hearing. He doesn't take anything seriously in a way. You just know he just wants to kill. He wants to read them, and he wants to kill. Even to the point where he just sits down in a chair and he's being electrocuted. I like how he handles it, man. He was all like, "Please, just quickly do it." He's like, "Oh man, just do it and kill this bitch," and stuff. I gotta give you props, Zach. You may lack in brain, but everything else you are top notch in, I have to say. So far, Zach in a way is kind of my favorite character. For some reason, I am still on to Rachel, but the only reason why I'm on to Rachel is her reaction. And most RPG Maker games, I'm sorry to say this, but majority of them have that kind of characteristic of a main character. Most times you play these kind of games, you have that character with no characteristics. She just stares blatantly, but yet she has a deep connection with the other characters for somehow. I don't know how they pull it off, but they do it a very well job in these games. So them portraying her character like this is still, in a way, pretty good. Last episode, she was annoying as hell because she kept saying that, just repeating herself over and over and over again. And it was annoying. And there was much to work on, even let alone talk about last episode. But this time around, she shows some interest. Like her mystery turns out she carries a needle and thread, and she was very secretive about it. Like she didn't really want to show it. And I guess that's for something. We don't know what it's for, but it has something to do with the main plot. Who knows? Also, is how she is a smart aleck. Rachel is a smart aleck. I think that's the reason why I like her character. If it wasn't for her being a smart aleck, I wouldn't care much for her, because I like how she backmouths Zach. You know, Zach says something stupid or idiotic, and she calls him out for it. She does it with a blunt stare, and even when he's getting electrocuted, she's just staring at him, you know, like, oh, you're getting electrocuted. She's not frightened, she's not scared. It's just kind of weird how she doesn't show any emotion to this whatsoever. Even seeing someone she supposedly wants them to kill her being executed in front of her, she didn't show much emotion until she realized, yeah, it would kind of suck if he died, so I'm going to go save you. So, another thing is, I want to talk about the last thing, and that is the mystery behind Rachel. Kathy called Rachel at the end a prisoner, a criminal, saying how she can't wait to see the agony expression on Rachel's face, but she's calling her a criminal. So she knows Zach well apparently, and she calling him out being a criminal, but Rachel is a criminal as well. So the question is, what did Rachel do in her past in order for this to happen? That's what I'm very just wondering about. It's still boggling my mind. Like, who was Rachel in the past? So many people know her, and all these freaky people know her for some reason. Why is that? So we gotta find that out sooner or later. Who knows? We're only in episode 4, and we have 6 episodes left. So probably during the halfway mark, we'll get a little bit of information on Rachel's past. Hopefully. I know some YouTubers I'm subscribed to are playing Let's Plays of the game instead of reviewing the anime, which is good on their part, but I will not watch them, no matter how much I want to, because I don't want to be spoiled by anything. I just want to see if I can solve this mystery before the anime ends, and then I'll go watch gameplay, then I'll compare it, see how it works out. So anyways, just like our review, I know Angel of Death reviews aren't that long because not much really happens into them. The show is very slow paced in a way, not much happens. So in a way, it could be a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing is that it takes time for people to understand things. Bad thing is that it stretches and it goes on forever. It feels like that, and it does. So the show has its pros and cons with it, but nonetheless, I'm still enjoying it. But so far, it's my least favorite of this summer season so far. Like, it's not no Happy Sugar Life or High Score Girl or Island and stuff. But other than that, I'm enjoying it so far. So yeah, I'll keep on reviewing it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Are you liking Angels of Death? Do you really know anything about Rachel's mysterious past? If you don't say anything, okay? Just give me some hints. Give me some hints, and I'll see if I can make something out of it. Anyways, if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Of course, hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I upload. I have been Madcrownxox, signing out. Have a good one.